You ever hear a sound so deep, so gut-level raw, it makes the air itself shudder? That's my truck at 6 in the morning, a prehistoric Ford F-350 with a 7.3 power-stroke diesel, shaking the whole subdivision awake whether it wants it or not. And I'll tell you straight up, I love it. Love it like folks love a dog that's ugly as sin, but loyal as all get out. We call her the Mammoth. 300,000 miles on the odometer, one dent in the bumper from a job back in '09, and a soul that just won't quit. But to Brenda Halloway, my neighbor and self-appointed sheriff of Oak Creek, that truck is a personal attack, a war crime against the sacred beige silence of her retirement. Every morning, I'd sit in that cab with my coffee, waiting for the clock to hit 6, staring at the HOA bylaws in my mind. No excessive noise before 6 a.m., not a second earlier. And Brenda? She was always there, perched in her window like some haunted garden gnome, waiting to pounce. Swear, I don't think she sleeps. Probably just downloads new ways to be miserable every night. That morning, the air's got that October bite. See your breath, feel in your bones. 5:59 on the dot. Brenda's already in the window, bathrobe cinched so tight I'm surprised she can breathe, glaring daggers. Soon as the clock flips, I turn the key, let those glow plugs do their thing, treating her gentle like you have to with these old diesels. Then, kaboom, the Mammoth comes to life. Not a purr, a straight-up clatter, hammers on an anvil. To me, it's the sound of getting after it. To Brenda, it's the end times. I'm barely in reverse before her front door explodes open. She storms out, phone in one hand, swinging it like a badge. "Turn it off," she shrieks, stomping right up to my window, holding her phone in my face with a decibel lap dancing between 80 and 90. "This is an assault. You're shaking my house. My cat thinks we're being bombed. You're poisoning the air." "Morning, Brenda," I yell back, grinning. "Gotta let her warm up. You know how it is." "Don't you dare bring my cat into this," she fires off. "You are a menace. This is noise pollution, air pollution. Look at that smoke." Sure, there's a little white puff when she's cold, nothing crazy. But Brenda's acting like I'm launching chemical weapons from my driveway. She keeps going, claims she's got asthma, delicate lungs. Let me tell you, I've heard Brenda holler at a FedEx guy from 3 blocks away. Those lungs are operatic. "School buses don't park 10 feet from my bedroom window," she hollers. "I have the right to peaceful enjoyment. I keep my patience, barely. Brenda, I've got to get to Jersey by 8. This is my driveway, my truck. It's registered, it's inspected. It's a commercial vehicle." She tries to play her ace. HOA rules say. It's not. I cut her off. No logos, no ladder rack. Just a pickup. Board already ruled. Remember? Oh, she remembers. The meeting last November where she brought charts, I brought my registration, and the board, scared stiff but tied to the actual rules, sided with me. She's never forgiven that. "The board made a mistake," she hisses. "But the city won't. I'm recording this, sending it to code enforcement, to the EPA, to the mayor, to the Pope." I just shake my head. "You send it to whoever you want, Brenda. I gotta go." She steps in front of the truck, hand on the door handle, like she's gonna stop 8,000 pounds of Detroit steel with pure spite. "Brenda, step away," I say, voice low. I ease the truck back, 1 inch, and she gasps, leaps away like I tried to run her down. Vehicular assault. I got that on camera. I keep backing out. She's following me down the driveway, still filming, still hollering. As I hit the street, I give it a little gas over the curb. One puff of gray, and Brenda's coughing, clutching her throat like I let loose mustard gas. "You're killing me," she yells, but I just call out, "Have a nice day, Brenda," and let the Mammoth rumble away, turbo whistling, her silhouette shrinking in my mirror. Thought that was the end. Just another morning in the HOA trenches. But Brenda? She was mobilizing. I didn't know it, but that morning was her opening shot. A suburban Pearl Harbor. Rest of the day's normal. I'm a contractor, fixing kitchens, hauling lumber, arguing with drywall guys. When I get home that night, it's too quiet. There's a fat envelope taped to my door. Not Brenda's usual handwritten gripe. This one's official, city code enforcement. Emission of noxious odors, excessive noise, unlawful operation of commercial equipment. A letter from the HOA attorney. Fines, $500 a day, retroactive. Threats of towing. Hands shaking, I look up. Brenda's blinds twitch. She's watching. Waiting for me to break, to sell the mammoth, to give up. I crumple the letter. You want a war, Brenda? I mutter. You want to talk about smells? That night, instead of searching for lawyers or houses for sale, I type into Google, how to convert a diesel to run on vegetable oil. And as I watch a guy on YouTube pour fryer grease into his Dodge, talking about exhaust that smells like donuts and fried chicken, a wicked grin creeps over me. Brenda's on some clean-eating kick, hates fried food, brags about her smoothies. Brenda, I toast to the window, dinner is served. Next day, I take off work, unpaid, waiting for the city inspector. Brenda's out in her yard, pretending to trim roses, but really just pacing, waiting for reinforcements. Around 10:30, a white city sedan rolls up. Inspector looks like he's seen it all. Windbreaker, clipboard. Brenda appears like a bad omen, hovering on the property line. Mr. Wilson, he asks. We got multiple complaints. Industrial noise, toxic fumes, he rattles it off. I start the mammoth for him. He takes a decibel reading. It's loud, he admits, but you're under the daytime limit. Brenda explodes. Your machine is broken, she shrieks. It's shaking my house. Inspector's unmoved. Just don't rev it before 7. But then the odor complaint. Diesel smells. I say, that's how engines work. He sniffs, grimaces, scribbles notes. Brenda starts acting out a full-on soap opera, clutching her throat. Inspector leans in, drops his voice. Buddy, we know Brenda. We got a file on her. But the smell code's subjective. If she claims health issues and I confirm a strong odor, we gotta act. 10 days to fix it, or fines. I'm seeing red, but there's only one way. I need to turn the mammoth into a rolling deep fryer. Most mechanics hang up when I call. No one wants the project. But I find Sully, a Viking of a man at a place called Torque and Odd Diesel. I walk in, lay it all out. She says it smells like death. I want it to smell like lunch. Sully grins, shows me the plan, dual tank, heat exchangers, custom everything. $4,000 and rush fee. It's my vacation money, but picturing Brenda sniffing the air and getting hit with a craving for egg rolls instead of rage, worth every penny. But I need it to look like you crushed the truck, I say. She needs to think she won. Sully's cousin Vinny has a flatbed, and together we put on the saddest show the cul-de-sac's ever seen. Brenda watches the mammoth get hauled away, grinning, thinking she's victorious. Now I'm on a mission, need gallons of fryer oil, and not just any kind. I rent a minivan, hit every restaurant in town. The fancy French place says no. Chain wing joints say corporate tracks it. Finally, the Golden Dragon Super Buffet, mister. Lou gives me all the oil I want, happy to save a buck on disposal. 2 hours of pumping grease. I'm up to my elbows in it, smelling like a kitchen after a Saturday night rush. I filter it, turn my shed into a secret lab, then head out for burger grease from Barnaby's. Mixing batches, learning the trade. Before long, I've got a rainbow of scents. Egg roll, bacon, donut, good and bad. Seafood? Never again. Sully calls, it's done. I Uber over, see the mammoth, looks the same, but under the hood, it's Frankenstein's truck. Flip the fry mode switch, start on diesel, swap to oil when she's warm. Sully slaps on a bogus EPA sticker, just to confuse the law, and I drive home, heart pounding, knowing Brenda will be out with her wine. I roll into the subdivision, flip the switch, and suddenly the exhaust isn't diesel. It is savory cloud like someone dropped a Chinese buffet in the cul-de-sac. Brenda's on her porch, wine glass halfway to her lips, freezes, sniffing. March is over. You liar. You said it was crushed. I had a change of heart, Brenda. Went green. It's vegetable oil. She gags. It smells like a food court. But she can't say it's noxious. It's not chemical, just culinary. She storms back inside, dialing every authority in town. Soon enough, sirens, police, fire truck, the whole show. Neighbors gather, drawn by the smell, hungry and confused. Officers approach. Sergeant Miller sniffs the air. Smells like egg rolls. I pop the hood, show them the conversion, explain the science. Safer than gasoline, quieter than diesel. Brenda's losing it, but Miller shakes his head. Ma'am, you can't call 911 because you don't like the menu. He warns her, keep this up, and it's her that's getting cited. The show's over. I sit on my tailgate, sipping a beer, mammoth idling, the scent of deep-fried victory wafting through the block. My phone buzzes. Mr. Henderson, does your truck do delivery? I'm craving dim sum. I laugh, go inside, sleep better than I have in months. The next 2 weeks? Best ever. I'm no longer the loud truck guy. I'm Friar Tuck. Kids chase the mammoth. People wave. Neighbors ask what's on the menu. Even the board gives up, declares food smells aren't a violation, especially after I bring donuts. Brenda? She fights back with air purifiers, plants mint, but nothing works. One day, a for sale sign goes up in her yard. She walks over, tired, beat. You win, she says. I just wanted to drive my truck, Brenda. It's the smell, she sighs. I gained 5 pounds. I crave fried shrimp at sunrise. I can't live like this. She's moving to Arizona, where there's only dust and quiet. 2 months later, she's gone. The new neighbors? Young couple with a baby and a golden retriever. Dan, the husband, comes over the first morning. Hey, don't worry about the noise. I grew up on a farm. But why does it smell like the state fair out here? Long story, I grin. Runs on vegetable oil. That's awesome, Dan says. Smells like French fries. I start the mammoth, let it roll down the street, the turbo whistling, trailing victory behind me all the way to the Golden Dragon for a fresh barrel. And I'm telling you, that scent, the smell of sweet, greasy, stubborn, fried defiance, that's the smell of freedom. So here's my question for you. Where do you draw the line between neighborly rights and personal freedom? Is it noise? Is it smell? Is it power? Drop your thoughts below, or share your own war stories with HOAs, neighbors, or the great American struggle to just live and let live. I'll be in the comments, sipping my coffee, breathing in that savory air.